Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Luke 90 Bear, aka Luke Book Bear. Power surge mode activated for Bitcoin Cash BCH. A couple hours ago, the Bitcoin Cash BCH market price surged over $300. I'm over here at Oracles.cash, and a couple hours ago, the price surged to $305.15. Now, the time of date, the list over here at Oracle is 3:07 a.m. June 30th. So where I'm at, I appear to be a few hours behind them. Let me real quickly give you the date and time where I'm at. It is 2:52 a.m. in the morning, June 30th, 2023. Now, these are exciting times for Bitcoin Cash BCH. Things are really starting to heat up. Now, after the surge here, the price is held relatively steady around $300 right now. At this very moment, market price for Bitcoin Cash BCH is $300.62 USD. Now, real quickly on Oracles.cash, it is a price oracle for Bitcoin Cash BCH. Now, right now I'm looking at USD paired with BCH. Now, they do have I believe several other fiat pairs for BCH. So perhaps the euro and several. Pardon me, it is getting real late at night, and I make these videos pretty much impromptu. But I've been over here at Oracles.cash a few times throughout the last week or so, just trying to get the hang of it. There's an API over here you can use. Pretty cool site. I will link in the video notes. Now, I want to cover real quickly some news that kind of coincides with this Bitcoin Cash BCH surge. Although I will note here, I would say, as we all probably know, correlation does not indicate causation. I'm starting to sound like that guy on that old TV. Book Bear, focus. Okay, focus. Okay, well, it is about a crypto hub in the UK. Now, I'm not in the UK, if you don't already know. I'm here in the US. Now, it's a law about a crypto hub, and it's now an official law in the UK. I've been following this for a couple of years now, or I would say loosely. I'm not on it every single day, but I've got a couple articles over here opened up, and also the gov.uk site. So let's take a look at it real quickly. It says, this is over at the block.co. This is a Bitcoin cryptocurrency news outlet I follow, or occasionally I would say. Now, title, new UK financial law includes, quote, crypto hub, end quote, or stop quote, as the guy says, provisions in Web3 rules. Now, these articles are all from June 29th, which was here a couple hours ago. We are past midnight now, though. Now, let's take a look at the other one over here. It says, UK bill to regulate crypto assets passes into law, offering, quote, rocket boost, end quote, for economy. And the gov.uk site says, rocket boost for UK economy as financial services and markets bill receives royal assent. So, just a quick rundown or an impromptu overview of this. Well, as you probably likely know, the UK and the European Union split a couple of years. Well, at some point in 2020, it was called Brexit. So now the UK is slowly making some new specific laws again for the UK itself. And this one is an interesting one. It's about this crypto hub, and it looks like today, or I should say yesterday, rather, now that being past midnight, was more or less signed into, well, I don't like saying more or less, but what they call it over here, well, I guess what I'm reading here is they call it royal assent, and it is somewhat similar to a president signing that bill, and we're talking about a federal law or even a state law. Would be a governor here in the U.S. Now, royal assent by King. Well, let's read it word for word, a quick excerpt of it over here at the block.co. It says on Thursday, which was yesterday, it passed the final stage of the UK legislature's lawmaking process after being given royal assent by King Charles. Now, royal assent is just, in other words, an approval by a member of the monarchy. You know, as you most likely know, that there's a king and a queen, and there's prince and princess and so on over in the UK and England and such. Now, I believe this royal assent may, to some degree or some extent, be superficial or a formality, although I have read that in certain circumstances, if there is some kind of backing from some others in some other parts of the government over there. I'm not real familiar with how the government is set up over there. If there is some kind of backing and some sort of just cause, a king or queen could, in other words, veto a law. Again, I don't know much about the subject, but I do find this very interesting, and I would say this crypto hub here, and the king giving his what do you call it again, the royal assent. Yeah, it did, royal assent. This kind of plays into the same hand with everything else that's going on right now about this time with BlackRock and the ETF they filed for, and which it has a good chance of being approved by the SEC or the Securities and Exchange Commission. Also the EDX exchange, which is backed by Charles Schwab, Fidelity. Oh, and quick note about Fidelity. Now this also yesterday on the 29th, Fidelity filed for their own ETF, Bitcoin ETF. Now I know that they are backing the EDX exchange. They have also now applied, I should say they applied again now, sort of following the footsteps of BlackRock, for a Bitcoin ETF. I believe the trust is called the Wise Bitcoin Trust or something, Wise something Bitcoin for their trust. So we've got these 4 coins now, which are, at least in the eyes of the SEC, considered to be commodities or not securities. We've got Bitcoin Cash, BCH, my favorite, and probably the favorite of many people watching this video. Bitcoin Cash, BCH, and we've got Litecoin, LTC, Bitcoin, BTC, and also Ethereum. Although I'm not really in, I guess, a consensus with including Ethereum. I would much rather prefer to include Ethereum Classic. But I believe this somehow sort of plays into the same hand with everything else that's going on right now, this crypto hub. I'm not sure I want to read too much of this because, one, I don't want to drag the video out. But I would say this is something significant, and it's been in the works for a couple of, or maybe even since 2021 or so. It's been a while now. It's a crypto hub and provisions Web3 rules. Now let me also a disclaimer here. I'm no huge fan of regulation, and certainly not excessive regulation. But I think there's something to this here. UK bill to regulate crypto assets. Let's see. Do we want to do a? This is just too much to really talk about tonight. Now there is a. Let's see a. Okay. What is the name of the law? Is called the Financial Services and Market Act of 2023. Now there is a link to it, I believe, over here. Okay, over here at forecast.news, there's a link to it. It's a PDF. It goes back up to the gov.uk website. Oh, no, it goes over to publications.parliament.uk. Okay. I will link this in the video notes. I tried to go through it myself tonight, but it is just too late at night, and also it's just too much to cover all at once. And what I did gather, it looks somewhat. There's a big contrast between bills in the U.S. House, U.S. Senate over here in America. It was difficult to follow, and also it's late at night, but I will link all this in the video notes. Now, before we wrap the video, before this gets way too long, let's take a look again over at Oracles.cash. The BCH market price is, right now, this very moment, $300. Pardon me, I can't even hardly talk. $300.85 USD. I'm gonna wrap the video up now and get some sleep. I'm about to just roll over and more pass out. Well, being that it's past midnight, I will be back later on today after I get some sleep and do a few things tomorrow with a new video, most likely about Bitcoin Cash BCH. Thanks for watching. Bye.